Twitter pages. The current time is 8:46 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
I've been dreaming about this all night. Oh,
I feel like that's half pancake, half like panakaku.
yeah. This is going to be so good. Of course, when stirring with the Greenland paddle, you have to use proper sculling technique to properly mix the berries in. So in cooking pancakes, it's always important to have a hot pan. I think we're good. Super hygienic using my tea water and my finger. This is going to be like a fruit cake. It's like 90% strawberries now. It'll be a delicious pancake. Let me break her loose. Alright. Alrighty? It's too heavy! It's too thick. Alright, gotta do it the old-fashioned way. There we go. It's just a bit of syrup. Just a bit. So you don't want to overpower the strawberry, of course. Oh, look at all the strawberries in there.
Do I need to be the beast that Tim is when he eats really delicious pancakes? See, I have pancakes with my fingers.
It's so good. Anytime you get to make pancakes on a trip, it's a special day.
Happy day, happy day.
Anytime you add wild strawberries to it, just next level. Probably the nicest cooking facility we'll have for next month.
Lunch.
Nice
Lunch.
healthy lunch here. Still waiting out the waves and weather. This state park has everything, even ice cream.
And Sloppy Joe's.
And Sloppy Joe's and Subs, it's quite the place.
We opted for ice cream.
Ice cream's always better when you're on a trip. So, here's a really important question for you. What is your favorite type of ice cream to have in an ice cream cone? Let me know in the comments below. What's your favorite type of ice cream?
Moose Tracks.
Moose Tracks? Moose Tracks is pretty good.
If you're going for classic flavors. If we're getting into like Ben and Jerry's and stuff like that, it's another story.
Classic ice cream parlor. I think, because I'm from Michigan, Mackinac Island peanut butter fudge. I think that's my favorite. That's always my yeah. Mackinac Island peanut butter fudge for sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna waver. Tomatoes.
Oh, pepperoni.
Our original plan of trying to leave this afternoon and head up the shoreline a ways, I don't think it's not happening. It's still crazy windy, but we've moved camp and we are having first dinner because we literally have nothing else to do but to sit around and eat. And that's a pretty common thing if ever you're paddling and you get stuck ashore due to weather or wind. You just hang out and eat. And you eat the complicated things, like so pasta salad, a lot of parts, a lot of steps. Pancakes this morning.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Can't go wrong with ice cream. Always get ice cream. It's the best. All right, enough talking, more eating. Going up there tomorrow. Second dinner time. Some broccoli soup and crackers.
Lots of soup.
Lots of soup.
Wasn't
so much.
Supposed to make
oh
this
my
much
God,
soup.
so much soup. And the hot toddy. Very tasty. Here's our little site. Tent setup, gray and green.
Very incognito.
Very incognito.
Incognito friendly.
In our campsite. It's still like boiling lava.
Mm-hmm. Some of the probably trunks weren't rehydrated yet.
Ooh.
That's what the 10-minute cook time was supposed to be for.
A little crunchy.
A little crunchy.
It's good to have texture. It's still good.
Good tasty soup.
Hot. It's so hot. So you can make chili at home in the crock pot.
Yeah.
And you have to wait 2 days to eat it because it's so warm. You see that? Oh, what's that? Oh. Another strawberry. They're so good. They're everywhere. What's your name and what are you doing?
I'm Frank Thompson, and I'm just I'm taking a short trip, relatively short, from Marquette to the Apostle Islands by way of the Keweenaw Peninsula. So then I'll do the Apostles for maybe 3 or 4 days, maybe 5, and then head back to Marquette. In the fall of '96, I circumnavigated the lake, and I cut out this part because I went through the Portage Canal, and I cut off the Apostle Islands because I didn't take the time to do it. So now I'm back just to do those.
Cool. Can you tell me about your craft? It's a little bit different from what we usually see. It's a open or a solo canoe.
Yeah, it's actually, well, so the hull was designed by Steve Landig. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
No.
He's actually got the world's record for the longest continuous canoe trip.
Oh wow!
And he lives in Marquette.
Oh
and,
really?
Yeah.
Cool.
And Steve and I connected many years ago, 25, 30 years ago, and he was into canoe racing and got me into it. And anyways, the hull was designed for a race down in Texas. It's called the Texas Safari Race.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a 200-mile race, and he designed the hull for that. So, and he built a nice Kevlar carbon fiber lightweight boat for that. Well, to build a mold, you have to build a plug, and the plug he gave to me.
Okay.
And because I was just kind of starting out in this whole thing. So from the plug, I decked it over and made it into kind of a kayak, you know?
Yeah.
And from that, then I built the mold for the deck, and then that's how I got the boat, the Sea Drifter today. Yeah. So the Sea Drifter, the name Sea Drifter comes from Sea Drift, Texas. That's where the race was.
Okay.
So that's where the Sea Drifter came from.
Thanks for the talk. This is so
what
great.
What time are you gonna take off in the morning?
So we'll probably be. This is a vlog thing.
Yeah.
We'll probably be on the water 7 a.m. or so. That's our guess. Because we'll probably just get up whenever we get up, and we're going to be going to bed probably 9:30, 10 or something at latest. So
I was thinking probably that I was going to get up like 4 and then
just hit it and
pack up, and by 5 it's usually kind of light enough, you know, and maybe take off at around 5 to 6 or something like that. But again, if I sleep in, I sleep in.
Yeah,
but I'm thinking it's going to be pretty nice. I mean,
I think tomorrow's going to be a good day. Like just based on the reports we saw on the wind forecast, like I think going each direction is going to be just beautiful.
So the cockpit is much bigger. I had to design my own spray skirt. I had it built actually, but the cockpit's way bigger than normal. The seat's adjustable up and down, so you can go way up here on it, so you can really sit high.
Yeah. Well, even that is much higher than a kayak seat.
Yeah.
And that little bit, just so that your hamstrings aren't so tight and stressing on your low back, might be enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
So my front hatch is a North Cap back hatch.
Yep.
And this hatch,
you can haul gear back here.
Well, you can lay down in here. It's 7 foot from the bulkhead to the end. It's 7 foot 1 inch, so you can lay down in there and sleep if you wanted to.
Oh my goodness!
It's like more storage than on some sailboats.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, what speeds? Like, what's your average cruising speed?
Well, if I was in shape, you know.
Well, just for like long distance trip, just chill, average
For-
cruise speed.
I could pretty, yeah.
So very similar to a sea kayak.
Yeah, she's really fast. Well, the hull actually at the 3-inch at the water line, it's an Olympic hull. It's a sprint boat Olympic spec.
Yeah, you can.
So you can't see it from here, but if you flip the boat over, you could actually see it better from the bow.
A little bit from here.
Yeah. If you imagine the 3-inch water line, it's like sitting on a barrel.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's cool.
So the idea was to have. So when Steve designed the hull, he did that race down in the Texas Safari. It was a long distance race, it was 200-mile race. And he experimented with these sponsons that he would kick out on this sprint boat, right? So when he got tired or sleepy or whatever, he kicked those sponsons out so he gets some stability. So the next year he's like, well, I don't need these sponsons. He's going to design a boat. So that's how he designed the flare in it. So now he's got both the best worlds. He ain't got to worry about the sponsons, but yet he's got stability above the 3-inch water line.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're in choppy waters or whatever, then you got stability there.
How you doing waves? Like once waves hit like 3 feet.
Well, this boat will surf like a mad dog. Because of the hull.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, I got to work on the rudder system because it's so darn big that if I'm surfing, the rudder's up in the air, so it's just out with the wind. So, but I'm working on that. I got some ideas on the rudder system on that one. Well, when I popped the hull out, it weighed 35 pounds, and then when I popped the deck out, it weighed 9. But so I think, all right, I got this light boat because the prototype, it was the plug. And they weighed 100 pounds. You know, it's a strip boat, you know, and so I'm thinking, all right, I got this lightweight boat, 35 pounds, 9 pounds, that's 45-pound boat, perfect. Yeah. You get the bulkheads in, you put the cockpit coaming on it, the seat brackets, all the hardware, the rudder system. I'm right back to 100 pounds. but I got a pretty bomb-proof boat that. You know, she won't.
It's important around here, though. You damage your hull on these trips, you got to be able to fix it up right away.
This is imperative.
That's necessary.
And Lake Superior, you must have this on the South Shore, no doubt. This is the best thing ever.
Good and flat. Try not to get a ton of sand in here for you.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I could see that. That is comfortable. You still have a lot of control too. You're in there nice. And then I'm sure once you could put those over too and you could really be
locked in there. Yeah, I mean, you just can't flip over. You know?
Because even this, having free knees, a lot of the kayaks, hips are really tight, legs are splayed out, and they're really low.
Yeah.
And so just sitting up with tight hamstrings is a stressor, and then you don't have your knees to stroke. They're locked.
Yeah.
So even having
I love bringing my legs up, scratch my ankles.
You could do this all day.
Yeah.
It's a little short for me, but.
Oh yeah.
But actually, I mean, that's like a. Ooh,
isn't that a powerful stroke position?
Oh, that seat is like.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the.
That's Verlin's seat. That's Verlin Kruger's seat.
I am sitting in Verlin's butt cheeks right now.
That was his design. Yeah, I got the mold from him. I mean,
was it? Not to say they got a mold of Verlin.
Well, I don't know if it was his butt or what, but that's the one he uses.
Really narrow. Oh, this is neat. This is so. And then so these then roll up.
Yep.
Around. Yep. You do like a.
Yeah, just a little brace. Okay. And I have a spray skirt too that I had special built for that. But
okay, give you a little extra control.
If you're really into it, into the thickness,
Oh wow. Okay, I get it now. I get it. This is neat. This is really cool.
Yeah, the beauty is you can use a kayak blade or a single blade.
Yeah, that'd be clear for my full stroke.
Yeah, I've used both. Yeah. And I kind of got that habit too.
Gorgeous, darling. Gorgeous.
I'm dying. Okay, you can shoot your cat lilies now. I was saying I bought plywood to make kayaks. Started making the first one. Found out I am highly allergic to epoxy resin.
Oh no!